talking about the story, the history of the Crow Creek Reservation in South Dakota. In the late 1800s, there was an event in a town in southern Minnesota called the Sioux Uprising. Now, Sioux, S-I-O-U-X, is the name given to the people who are also called the Lakota. Now, they lived in that area, and there was a murder, many murders, and I can't remember the exact impetus, but what finally happened was that the entire tribe was gathered up by the white settlers, and 38 men, Indian men, were hung in the town of Mankato. The remaining people in the tribe were taken to boats on the Mississippi River, and they went as far as that place, I think it's in Nebraska, where there's a little bit of land between the Mississippi and the Missouri River, and they were brought by cattle truck or cattle train to the Missouri, put back on boats, and taken up to what's now known as the Crow Creek Reservation. Let's see, flash forward. There was also, around that same time, there was a forced march of Indian people from an area in Florida in the south to Oklahoma, where they were settled into reservations. And that 1,000-mile walk was to become known as the Trail of Tears. Some years ago, some bikers who were native decided that they would take their bikes and relive that route, the Trail of Tears. And there was a few of them, I don't know, 10, 20. This has been going on every year, and I believe that last year the number that were on this bike trail was 1,500. One of those guys happens to be the husband of a good friend of mine, and he heard about the Crow Creek Reservation and the fact that it was so impoverished, and decided that he would do a similar following of the trail of this Crow Creek from Mankato up to Fort Thompson, South Dakota. So he set up the ride, and I don't know how many, maybe 20, 30 guys went. And about 100 miles out from the reservation, here comes the tribal chair, who was also a biker, met them 100 miles out and rode in with them. And then the people on this reservation, who are the poorest, this is the poorest place in the United States, shared everything they had with them. They were all in tears because no one knew they were there. They had been totally neglected and left out of everything. So they told me this story, and when I was working for Islamic Relief, we were running this Day of Dignity program. It was Humanitarian Day at the time. We got permission to hold one of the events at Fort Thompson, which is a little town that's right in the middle of the Crow Creek Indian Reservation. So this will be, I think, the third year. It may be the fourth. No, it's the third year of this event. This year it's going to be a little different, inshallah. I think that there's every year in South Dakota, in a little town called Sturgis, motorcycle buffs from all over the universe converge for a huge biker rally. The coordinator of the event, Brother Victor, is also a biker, and it sounds like I don't know nothing about bikers, but hold on. Anyway, I'm not one myself, please. Anyway, he recruited a group of these bikers to distribute Islamic relief goods and other things across the reservation. There's about, I think Crow Creek is about 3,000 square miles, and people live way out in the outlying areas. And that is part of what, there's also a powwow tomorrow. A powwow is an event where the purpose of which is for nations to come together and communicate. And so stay tuned for the rest of the story.